that's not supposed to drip.
Okay, so you can see we have the brand name here, Delta, and then up here we have the monitor. More importantly, right underneath here, it's tough to make out, that says 1400 series.
All right, so we'll want to cover up the drain here so we don't drop anything down there. And before we remove this handle, we want to make sure the water's off. So you can see it's turned there, and I shut the main water off to the hose. Now we're just going to use an Allen key to remove the handle, and now we can slip off that cover. And now that exposes the bonnet nut. Now you'll need a strap wrench to get this loosened, and this is a good time to remind any of my friends who has my larger channel locks. I could use those back. But I will say the strap wrench seemed to work the best on it. I was able to get this loosened just enough so I could loosen it up with my hand the rest of the way. But something to remember, you don't want to go too crazy on this and damage anything. Now we've exposed the cartridge, and here's where I had some issues, and I think it might have been because what I did right there where I accidentally unscrewed it and exposed the other portion of the valve there, and that might have thrown things off a little unbalanced, and it was really giving me a heck of a time trying to get it out of there. But I just had to slowly work it back and forth. I wanted to be delicate because I didn't want to crack any of this plastic, and it did eventually come out. Unfortunately, I didn't get that on camera because, well, I knocked over the camera twice doing it, and I felt like, you know what, it's probably better to get this out of the way before I break it, but it did come loose.
That was not fun, but it's out.
Okay, now with that loose, we want to bring over our new cartridge and put some plumber grease on there, just on the valves to make sure that they don't corrode. As well as you want to check inside the pipe, make sure that there's no debris or anything like that sitting in there. And then we're going to line up the one side with the H to the hot water side and slide it in until those two little indicators insert into the pipe. Then we can come back and reverse our order here. We'll put the bonnet nut back on, tighten it down, put on the slip cover, and now we can reattach our handle. It took me a little while to finagle that to get it in the right position, and now we're ready to turn on the water and give it a try. So what I did is I got that running, turned it on, make sure everything was running. I wasn't having any leaks below in the basement especially, making sure that the pipe wasn't damaged. But more importantly, you can see here when I shut off the handle, I no longer have a drip.
Alright, well I hope after you watch this video it gives you a little bit more confidence into going and doing it yourself. Also kind of a more realistic what might happen when you get in there. You know, things aren't going to loosen up like they're supposed to. Things aren't going to easily slide out. So just keep that in mind and, you know, keep going through. Don't give up. Literally, I was working on that thing for quite a bit of time. It finally came loose. So also don't get frustrated, pound on things and do stuff like that. You're just going to make more work and damage it. So if you need to, step away for a second, relax, and get it done. I hope to wish you the best of luck on your upcoming project here. If it's your first time on the channel, we'd love to earn your subscription. It really does help us out as a channel. I will also leave links to the replacement part. I'm going to put the pre-2006 and the post-2006, so you can see those inside there and get it done the way you need it to get done. There are a few different configurations though. The Delta handle, some of them have like a double handle, and this one will not work for that. So make sure you're looking at the proper model number on your Delta faucet. Also, don't use the shower head because it might be different. Like I replaced my shower head with a Moen, and the actual handle is a Delta. So if you're looking at that, that's completely different. Always look at the actual unit itself. The handle will tell you what it is when it comes to these showers, because people change shower heads all the time. So, well, until next time, thanks for buzzing by. we'll see you in the next video.